So I'm back home, back here at my parents' house. Yeah, it's the winter. It's kind of cold right now. It's kind of sucky. There's definitely no outdoor climbing. But I've got an exciting trip coming up in a few weeks, and I'm gonna be training in the home gym for it. Specifically, I'm going out to Vegas to try a route called Desert Gold, which is this 513 crack climb. It's this vertical finger crack going into a completely horizontal roof hand crack. Technically difficult, physically difficult. I think it's gonna be a great challenge. And I'm gonna be spending the next couple weeks training here in this home gym, trying to get my endurance up, at least so that I can go out there and figure it out and have the strength to do this climb. But before that, I got this package that I actually never opened for like 6 months. I guess there's a chisel right here. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh. Oh. Okay. Very nice. These could be the fisters. Oh god. Oh my god. All right, and that's the last screw, so let's test this thing out. But first, a word from our sponsor. I've been super grateful to have Rugné as the supporter and sponsor of this video. I've been using their chalk Magdust, which is the stickiest, best chalk on the market. Really helps me to grip onto the hand crack. I've also been using their climbing tape, different size tapes that come different colors, nice and fun. And I've also been wearing their clothes, their shirts, their pants. I really believe that they are some of the best clothes on the market. I love that they're functional for both climbing, but also for going out to like nice dinners, nice events. I was in New York City, I went to like a nice jazz restaurant show thing, and I was wearing my harness pants there, and yeah, nobody could tell that they were climbing pants. So yeah, if you want to check out Rugné's store for yourself and get 15% off, you can use my code NOAH15. That'll get you 15% off all apparel, chalk, and anything on the store. And yeah, thank you to Rugné for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to training. All right, let's see how it climbs. So I think you got to just start down here. Maybe start with some hand jams. Get into a fist jam. Nice. Well, that climbs pretty well. Sweet. So with this gym, we started with just a corner of my barn, and we built it into this kind of cool cave with this cool top out. And from the very beginning, I knew that I wanted to have this be a space where I could train crack climbing. Come on. Oh. I've been looking at the route Desert Gold for years now. I've always wanted to do it, even long before I thought it would be even remotely possible. And so when I built this hand crack, this roof crack trainer, I actually named it Wooden Gold. You can see right here, V6. And yeah, so it's always been on my mind to use this to train the roof crack so that I could one day go out and do Desert Gold. And now, a roof crack climbing tutorial. With roof crack climbing, it can be pretty helpful to have crack gloves to protect the skin on the back of your hand. And it also makes your hands just a little bit bigger. So it totally depends on the size of the crack. Sometimes it actually is advantageous to not wear gloves. I think for Desert Gold, I hear that that the ending section of the roof gets kind of big. So actually having my hands be as big as possible to like not have to cup them out super much is gonna be pretty helpful. So with roof crack climbing, there's nothing to actually grab onto in the hold. Like I'm not pulling down on anything. All I'm doing is I'm wedging my hand in here and sort of using the thumb muscle to kind of make my hand bigger. You really feel like you're locking it off onto almost your bones more than a muscle. And then for the feet, you just, with my right foot here, I'm just gonna stick it in vertically, and that's doing nothing for me until I twist my knee into my hips here, vertically along the axis of the crack. And then I can do that with both feet, twist them in, and now a fair amount of my weight is actually on my feet, like probably 50%, enough that I can take this hand out, place some gear, and then move it to the next jam. And then same thing with the foot. And then you just do that over and over again, but it's actually pretty hard to do that for more than a couple moves. So even after doing just that, my hands are already hurting. Even with the gloves, this type of climbing is probably the most abrasive you're gonna get towards your skin, your joints. Everything just starts to hurt. And now, time for a training montage. Okay. And yeah, roof crack training is hard. At first when I was trying to do the style, my feet, the hardest thing actually ended up being my feet. They would always pop out before my hands did. Woo. And I think what I had to learn over time was that actually being a little bit more scrunched up, having your feet almost next to your hands, is actually a way to keep the feet in a little bit more solid, and it also takes more weight off of your hands. If you're really good, you can hang all your weight from your feet. Come on. Ah! Yes! All right, so at this point I can pretty regularly do the crack, but now the challenge is can I do it with this 10-pound weight vest? Let's see how much of a difference this makes. Okay, I definitely feel like quite a bit heavier. Get in there! This section right here, I sort of created this unintentionally. This was like a mistake. I accidentally made this block a little bit too small. But it made for this kind of cruxy bit at the end where you gotta like sink this one in really good and then jam this one in. Make sure the thumb of the meat goes in there really good. So let's try that again with the weight vest, see if I can do it. Come on. Ah, yes. Yes. All right, let's see if I can go starting here going all the way there, coming back, going up and out. That's the ultimate crack route here in the gym. Almost lost that. Come on. All right, new challenge. I've got to place all 3 cams. The last component of my training was to actually practice placing gear and clipping and managing a rope. I know this seems kind of ridiculous and probably isn't necessary, but I felt like this really prepared me for what it would feel like to deal with this extra step of having to manage gear and ropes. Fuck. You can actually see in this clip where the rope is kind of wrapped around my leg. If this were a real fall, I would have been flipped upside down in kind of a dangerous way. And the key to avoiding this mistake is to intentionally keep the rope on one side of your feet. That way, when you fall, your legs or feet don't get caught by the rope. It also served as even more endurance training, having to hang off of just one hand while the other hand fumbled with clipping in the gear. Yes! Let's go. So after weeks of this training, I was feeling ready, or as ready as I could feel, to go out and try Desert Gold. So I packed up all my gear with all my essentials and headed out to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, a city built upon sand, broken dreams, and $5 lobster.
Directly in the middle. In the next episode, which will be coming out in 1 week, I finally get to try this climb that I've been dreaming of for years. That's it. So stay tuned for episode 2, coming out in 1 week. See you then.